If Shohei Ohtani only hits, is he worth $700 million? The Dodgers' big gamble. Shohei Ohtani has been nothing less than a baseball phenomenon. The unique ability to pitch and hit at an elite level has hoisted him into the once-in-a-generation category of athletes, shifting our perception of the sport. His otherworldly magnetism, strength and athleticism has made him a superstar around the world. So when the Los Angeles Dodgers made him an offer, a $700 million offer, which established a precedent for baseball and other forms of human activity, they weren't merely in the market for personnel, but for an identity. But what if Ohtani's pitching days have reached a premature dead end? After his second Tommy John surgery, there have been questions about whether he would pitch again. He's not winning, he hasn't pitched like an ace, not close, and with that enormous contract, he will be under the microscope like never before. Now, the Dodgers' gamble looks based on a different sort of issue. Should Ohtani be worth $700 million if all he gives you is his bat? The batting brilliance of Ohtani. For as much as people worry about Ohtani's pitching, he remains a wonder at the plate. The numbers from his competitive 2025 season speak loudly on their own. 285, 44 hours, 83 RBIs, 1.018 OPS. And this August, he's been even better, batting a scorching .385 with a slugging percentage. .754, Ohtani is still a game-changer, one of the most terrifying hitters in baseball and one reason the Dodgers bet so much on him in the first place. His combination of a power stroke and an ability to hit for average makes him too valuable, but it's difficult to ignore that when the Dodgers gave him $700 million, they were getting a two-way player. He likely will not be worth his contract without his pitching, as it is reasonable at this point to question whether Ohtani's on-mound development and performance exist in hypothetical perpetuity. The pitching dilemma. Ohtani's magic on the mound has disappeared in the months since he returned from the surgery. In 2025, he's made just 10 starts, completing 27.1 innings, with most nights over after 4 innings. And even against the Rockies and the Angels, who are two of the worst teams in baseball, Ohtani has hardly been dominant, allowing an average of 4 runs per start. The Dodgers knew about his injury history when they signed him, and fortified their rotation with Sasaki and Snell. But both have dealt with injuries and inconsistency, too. Because of his concerns as a pitcher, Ohtani could potentially be relegated to long relief for the Dodgers. But the issue is whether the Dodgers can afford to pay $700 million for a player who doesn't come close to realizing the dual-role potential factor that rocketed him into the stratosphere in the first place. The big question, is Ohtani worth it? If Ohtani is pitching like his old self by October, this entire debate fades away. The Dodgers will have taken an expensive but perhaps not ruinous chance. But if his problems on the mound do endure, then Los Angeles' multi-million-dollar gamble on Ohtani could feel less like a winning wager and more like an expensive misfire. OMG moment as the postseason approaches, Ohtani will certainly be the player to watch. Can he rediscover his two-way brilliance? Or whether $700 million is too much to spend on a player with only one facet of the game on which he excels. The countdown is on, and only time will reveal if Ohtani's gamble will be the Dodgers' masterstroke or a costly blunder. Stay tuned, we are only beginning to hear this story.